Two people. All right, can you hear us? Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Can you hear us?
Uh-huh.
All right. We're trying something a little new today. I got my mic set up just a little differently because we always seem to have audio issues. So hopefully everything is good. Today we are back for the first time. Golly, I think I saw in our last one it was like October. It's been a while, but we were trying to decide on a better format going forward because I get long-winded and I know that. But it just seems a little less enjoyable for me as well as I'm sure you. So we wanted to change things up and make things a little bit more streamlined and straight to the point. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about dining. We're going to be starting a new series that's going to go for a few weeks, and we're going to talk about all the Disney World dining locations, anything that you can think of that is dining. And if we don't say anything, please add it in the comments and give us your input. Let's see here. But first, if you are joining us, say hello in the chat. But I guess that since we're still waiting for some people to join, but in the meantime, you know what we can do? We can do the, hold on. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Mug of the day.
It's the mug of the day. All right, Tia.
You want me to go first? I'll go first.
You're going to go first. Mug of the day.
So, congratulations to everybody that ran during Marathon Weekend this weekend. Here's Marathon Weekend mug from last weekend. Or last year. Not
2023.
Last year.
And I've been waiting to do this on screen. I wanted to get this mug whenever we first went to the festival. This is the Food and Wine stainless steel vacuum sealed tumbler for Food and Wine 2023. And I had been waiting to do this one on screen because I was waiting to get this mug. And we happened to go to the Disney Character Warehouse at some point in December, I think, or something like that, maybe November. And this $49.99 mug I was able to get for $24. So now I'm all excited. I have this thing is gigantic. I think this is, what's bigger than 16 ounces? 24 ounces? I think this is 24 ounces. So this is quite large. So, mug of the day. If you're joining us in the thing, say hello. We got AORF. Hey, Brandon and Tia.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. I'm going to kind of go over my intro one more time. What are we going to be talking about today?
Food.
More specifically, we're going to talk about all of the dining options around Disney World. And
Magic Kingdom.
Today we're starting with Magic Kingdom. But this is going to be a multi-week series. So every one of our live streams is going to be a different park and then resorts, Disney Springs, etc., etc. So you'll be able to get everything. And we're going to go over each restaurant, kind of give you a little highlight of each one and let you know where they are, how much they are, all that kind of stuff. But first, I didn't show this before. I'm going to show this now because if I don't, I'm going to forget again. Everybody knows about Genie Plus, I'm sure. Everybody's got their own opinions about it. I certainly have mine, and Tia has the same opinions, I believe. But before Genie Plus and Lightning Lanes was Fast Pass. I happened to find, while I was cleaning things out, I happened to find some of my old Fast Pass tickets. Look at this. So we've got, this is the Rock and Roller Coaster for, let's see, what's the date on that? That is July 7th, 2005. And then I have the, oh, this one's not even there anymore. This is the Lights Motor Action that was at
Oh
Hollywood
my gosh.
Studios. And that was for, where's the date? It's different on this one. Oh, that's the same day. So same day, July 7th, 2025 or 2005. And this one is also the same day. And this is Tower of Terror. So I have 3. I found 3. I know I have more, but I found 3 Fast Pass tickets. So that's pretty cool. I just wanted to share those. But all right. Real quickly, we got just a little bit of news, very little bit of news. This isn't going to be our main topic. Oh wait, I have already have it open. Everybody knows that the Festival of the Arts is starting what, on the 12th, right?
Mhm.
Well, if you go to Disney Parks blog, they talk about how, they give you a list of all the food options over here, and you can see everything. And if you scroll down just a little bit, right here, there it is. There is a popcorn bucket that will be available at the Festival of the Arts. Let me get my folder up here. Oh, on keyboard. I wanted to show you this. There we go. This is going to be the new Figment popcorn bucket coming out for the Festival of the Arts. So it's got Figment on it. It looks like a recreation, like a miniature recreation of the Imagination Pavilion. And from what I have been able to find online, it will be through mobile order. So the fiasco of year 1, popcorn buckets, is not going to be a thing this time around. Just like last year, they also did mobile ordering. So hopefully they'll keep with that. And that worked. I think we didn't even get there last year until like February 10th. They still had them available. So hopefully they'll do the same thing this year and they won't have any issues with the scalping, etc. The next thing is park hopping. Actually, a couple of things. Park hopping, the Disney dining plan, and no more park reservations starts on the 9th, which is Tuesday.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Sorry, I was
starting
trying
on
to
the
figure out
9th.
what today was.
So all day park hopping. Now, the caveat with the all day park hopping is, and no more park reservations. So no more park reservations, Disney dining plan, and park hopper. The only caveat with that is if you're a annual pass holder, you still have to do a reservation and you still have to check into that park before you can park hop around. So eventually they'll probably get rid of that. But at this point, they have not. So same processes and procedures for annual pass holders, but park hopping is whenever you want now. So awesome. Starting on
There are
Tuesday.
good to go days for annual pass holders. I don't know what those are off the top of my head, but I think those have been all released
Well, some of them. I
and
don't
should
think they all
be
have. I haven't looked at
they
them.
should be in your My Disney Experience
Oh,
app.
okay. And my understanding was that they'll release them kind of as they go and what they would see crowds be like. Like next week, there could be more good to go days. And I thought that they had released some of them, but not all of them. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
So I don't understand the good to go days, but it's basically you don't need a reservation on those days. That's essentially the gist of it. So, all right. Here we go. Disney World dining in the Magic Kingdom. We are going to start with table service restaurants. Tia, start at the top and give us a little lowdown of what we got here. These aren't in any particular order necessarily, except for the way that the food is offered to you. This right here. So, go ahead and start. I'm going to pull up a web page real quick.
So it looks like there's about 8 table service restaurants in Magic Kingdom. We'll start with the first one, which is Tony's Town Square. This restaurant in particular, we have never actually eaten at. We always say we're going to one day. We haven't because we've always heard not great things about it. So we just haven't wanted to spend the time or the money to try it. But
One day we will.
one day we will. Lately, I've heard some sort of mixed reviews about it. I think they, got a new chef, maybe a new management a while back. So it may have improved a little bit. But yeah, they are open for lunch and dinner.
The website's not working here. Okay, got it.
And this one is just, you order, it's not family style or a buffet or anything. You just order off the menu. Yeah. I don't have much to say about it because
Yeah,
we've never tried it.
Yeah, from what I understand, it's basically it's very comparable to like Olive Garden. It's just Italian food.
We're trying it one of these days.
One of these days we will try it. Yeah.
We need to make a list as we're going here
Mhm.
of restaurants that we have never tried and put them on our list to try in 2024.
All
Maybe.
right.
That may end up being
We'll do that.
too long of a list.
Okay. The next restaurant on our list is what?
It is the Plaza restaurant.
Now we have eaten at this one
We've eaten there once,
twice.
twice. Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
We've eaten there twice because I've gotten two different things from there.
I guess it wasn't that memorable then.
This is the one right next to the ice cream shop.
I know.
So I remember getting the Monte Cristo sandwich. That was their popular item.
Yeah,
And I remember
that.
getting like, I got some sort of meat item, but I don't remember what it was exactly because they've changed their menu quite a few times. They do it pretty often. But we've stayed there. We've eaten there twice.
I'll take your word for that. Open for lunch and dinner. Usually 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's cute on the inside. It's very small. It's not it's not a big location.
No, which is I think reservations. They're not hard to get, but they're not
No.
easy to get either because it's so little. So fast casual, I think, is what they call these types of restaurants. I mean, you have a waiter, but
Yeah.
it's still you're only getting kind of like sandwich food and stuff like that, French fries.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
their menu is a little limited.
They are well known though for their milkshakes. I know that.
Yes.
Do they still have the
I
unlimited
don't know. I was
milkshake?
just about to ask you
Well,
that.
I'm going to pull up the menu page right here, and all of this is available on the Disney World website. Artisanal shakes, milkshakes. They used to have a bottomless milkshake, which I don't know how anybody would ever be able to do that
No.
after you've eaten all the food. Yeah, I don't see it in there anywhere. Okay. But we've tried it. We liked it.
Yeah, it's not super expensive either.
It's right here.
Kind of average.
Between
$2
between $15 and $35 is what you're going to pay depending on what you get. That's what it says on their website. Okay, next restaurant on our list.
Skipper Canteen. This one's in Adventureland, basically right across from Jungle Cruise and all that.
Yeah, it's
right beside
literally
Sunshine
right.
Tree Terrace.
Yeah, it's right across from the Swiss Family Tree House.
Yeah. Available for lunch and dinner. We have eaten here quite a few times. It's been kind of hit or miss though.
Yeah, it's very hit or miss. It's very good usually, but it can be very inconsistent.
We went in, I think the worst time we went in really late one night.
It was right before close.
It was like right before close. One of the last reservations.
And we were like one of only like 2 or 3 tables in the entire restaurant.
It was not a great experience. And unfortunately that time I think we had two
that's right.
2 non-Disney friends with us. So.
Yeah, so I think Nunley went with us and Al was with us.
Yeah.
And so We were like all hyped about the restaurant, and the service wasn't good. The food was
And they
very
also
mediocre.
said they didn't have the tapioca flour for the cheese bread, so
Yeah.
it wasn't available.
But they have, to give you an idea of the atmosphere, it's very like when you ride the Jungle Cruise, it's the same sort of campy jokes, you know, the dad jokes and that kind of thing there. So you're going to get that. There's also the theming of the restaurant looks like kind of like it did with the Rock movie, you know, the Jungle Cruise movie. It's
Mhm.
kind of like that atmosphere in there. So it's a fun little restaurant. Food is typically good.
Yeah,
It is inconsistent. That I just have to say that it is inconsistent.
yeah.
So, and you are ordering off of a menu. At all the restaurants we've
Yes.
stated so far, you are ordering off of a menu.
Yeah.
Real quickly, this dessert that is on the screen right here,
Is this the one we tried?
this is the one we tried on that night. And it was,
It
okay,
was so little.
it was legit like this big. That picture looks gigantic. It was legit 2.5 inches of a brownie with the smallest little scoop. It was elf food. Like it was legit this big on that plate. I have a picture somewhere. I wish I had it. This big.
I mean, it tasted good, but it was
Yeah.
very small for
It
the
was
price.
very small.
Because I think it was
and
probably like $9 or $10 for
that.
dessert.
Yeah. I was extremely he brought it to the table and I was like, where's the rest of it? I looked at him, I was like, is this what I ordered?
What do you normally get? Don't you normally get a steak or something
I
from here?
do.
Oh,
Here,
the
let
Dr.
me,
Falls grilled signature grilled steak is what Brandon normally gets.
where am I at here? Okay. Yeah. And then we also get they're not on the menu usually, but they're the what are they called? The Brazilian cheese bread.
Yeah, it's Brazilian
You
cheese
get a whole
bread.
thing and you get the dip and all that kind of stuff.
It's like their special appetizer, but it's
Yeah.
never on the menu. You just have to
You just have to
ask
know
for
and
it.
you just have to ask for it.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Yeah. What do we have next?
Well, we have next the Crystal Palace.
Mm. No. That's it's in a good way, but I say that like that because this one is very polarizing because okay, first of all, what kind of restaurant is this?
This is a buffet restaurant.
The only buffet in Magic Kingdom.
Oh, it is.
It
isn't it?
is.
It is. This is a large restaurant. They are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is character dining. Is it
Winnie
is it
the
just
Pooh.
for is it all the meals are character?
I believe it's all the meals.
Yeah. Winnie the Pooh characters, and I think character dining is for all three of those.
I mean, for the
Okay.
price, it better be $60. Yeah. So character dining, Winnie the Pooh. All the Winnie the Pooh characters are in there.
Yeah.
Now, the buffet, the food that you get, I'm going to pull up the menu here. The type of food that you're getting is you got your salad bar and you get beverages included. They're now serving alcohol in sit-down restaurants. Where's what am I?
You've scrolled all the way up. That's
Oh, that's
one. That's
breakfast.
breakfast.
That's
So
breakfast. Okay.
typical breakfast.
Yeah,
food.
typical breakfast for Disney World. So take
And
that for
I
what it
think
is.
lunch and dinner are the same.
Oh, there it was. It was right up in the corner. So yeah, character dining.
Okay.
Okay, so lunch and dinner are the same, typically the same price. You got these are the options you get here. You got country fried chicken, vegetables, assorted desserts, prime rib, little carving station, mashed potatoes, that kind of thing on there. Yeah, I guess that's all that is. Desserts, select offering of desserts, etc. Now, why is it
normally a good variety?
Yeah, I've always enjoyed it. I say it's polarizing because a lot of people say that the Crystal Palace, Chef Mickey's, Hollywood and Vine, all of those restaurants serve almost the same food, like legit almost the same food. But I've never had a bad experience. We've never eaten Chef Mickey's for dinner.
No.
but we've eaten the other 2 restaurants.
We've also never eaten Chef Mickey's when it's been buffet.
Yes, we have not. But the Hollywood and Vine, which everybody, it's a very polarizing restaurant as well. They used to call it Hollywood and Slime, but I have loved the food there, and I walk out of there and I gotta have a wheelbarrow rolling my belly out because I'm so full. Um, so that I say it's polarizing for that reason. Is some people say the food's terrible. I've never experienced that. I've always been very satisfied with the food there. I enjoy it thoroughly. So
Well, I mean, everybody has different tastes. Me personally, you just give me some corn dog nuggies and a Dole Whip, and I'm fine all day long. But
real quickly, I'm going to say hello to a salute to traveling the U.S., but mostly Disney. Thank you for joining us. The Plaza was definitely a great place for ice cream sundaes before the fireworks.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The Plaza I like the Plaza. It's a very good restaurant. And then real quickly, we're going to say, once again, we're going to say hello to, you're going to have to sound this out. Is it an acronym? Oh, derp. I'm going to melt in my chair. I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. An obsessed Rangers fan. Hello. Like AORF.
I should have let him keep going.
Anyway, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Anywho.
All right. We're going back to table service. Oh, I turned it off. All right. Next restaurant on our list is, we got 2.
We'll put these together. Basically, we have never actually eaten inside of the Diamond Horseshoe. We have eaten inside the Liberty Tree Tavern multiple times. And I do believe they have the exact same, basically
they have
menu.
the same food. It's the same food. It's the same menu. It's you get the wait staff. You do same restaurant. It's just kind of an overflow restaurant, the Diamond Horseshoe. And from what we understand, it's sort of open seasonally. It's whenever they feel they need an extra restaurant because it's too busy in the park. They'll usually open this one up and let it go. During the summer, it's usually open. During Christmas time, it's usually open. Apparently, it's open today, according to their thing here. So, the price range is between $35 and $60, depending on when you go. It's usually these restaurants, when they say 35 to 60, it usually is about 50, depending on if you go during a peak season time.
But usually when you go to make your reservation, the price will be updated to what it is for that day.
So the Liberty Tree Tavern is more colonial looking. You walk in, this is the front. Like when you walk in the lobby, this is what you see here. And then each room, I think it's themed to a different idea. It's fun to go around and look at all the stuff. I think the wait staff is all dressed colonially. It's very pretty in there. So
yeah. We've eaten here multiple times. Food is really good. It's not buffet, but it is all you care to enjoy.
Family
style. I do think they have some options that you can just order off the menu and not partake in the family style. But yeah, it's really good. You got a salad, entree, desserts all included in that. So don't leave hungry.
Yeah, and if you don't get enough of something, tell the waiter and he will bring you as much as you want. They don't really make that clear. I mean, you can see it on here where it says family style, but they don't necessarily, when you get in there, tell you, by the way, if you want more, ask for more. We'll give you as much as you want until you're full.
Yeah.
They don't usually tell you that, but it is.
So they'll bring you this Patriots platter, which has got roasted turkey, pot roast, pork, mashed potatoes, vegetables, all that kind of stuff. And if you just want some more turkey and macaroni and cheese, they'll just bring you those 2 things.
So they won't waste the food by bringing you just a platter after platter. Now, this right here, the ooey gooey toffee cake.
It's kind of jam up.
Mergert. Like, they need to bring that out first because it is just jam up. Jam up and jelly tight, as Tia would say. It's so good. And it's kind of like a blonde. It's like a blondie brownie type thing. Isn't
yeah,
it?
Yes.
I think that's
From what I remember, it's been a while.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. The Diamond Horseshoe, also same thing. So
yeah. Just be aware though, very heavy meal. So
Thanksgiving type meal.
yeah. So if it's in the dead of Florida summer, just be aware. It's going to sit heavy on your tummy.
Mm-hmm. But you won't walk out of there hungry for the $35 to $60 that you'll be paying. You are going to get your money's worth because you don't have to leave. You can keep eating.
But we definitely recommend Liberty Tree Tavern.
Let's see. A salute to traveling the U.S., but mostly Disney. Diamond is one of our go-tos for our good old Thanksgiving meal. Try the Impossible Meatloaf.
Okay.
All right. All right. So we have somebody that's actually tried the Diamond Horseshoe. Now, I remember, I'm old enough to remember because I'm almost 50. I remember when the Diamond Horseshoe actually had a show. Like you'd go in there and it was more of a, it was they had the Country Bear Jamboree, but then they had the Diamond Horseshoe. And it was like a dinner type show, but not necessarily. You could just go in and watch the show and then walk back out. But that's been gone for a long time.
Yeah, I've heard stories. Never seen it.
All right. Oh, I'm not even. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I forgot that I had written those up there. Okay. Is that the only two of those? I guess now we're into the Prefix.
So Cinderella's royal table. If you've never eaten here, you actually get to eat in Cinderella Castle. I think we've eaten here, what?
2 or 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, we were we ate there on our honeymoon. We ate there on our honeymoon. Then we had a mishap, however many years ago, where we had gotten the reservation, but it got screwed up. And when I got there, they said, "Well, you don't have a reservation," but they were able to get us in. And I believe there was one other time that we went. So we've gone 2 or 3 times. I can't remember.
We've never been for breakfast though, right?
No.
Because they do serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is also character dining. You get to meet and greet with princesses. This one is hard to get a reservation for, and it is also pretty pricey. It's $4 signs for each meal.
And it just says over $60. Now, the dining plan is coming back. If you get the table service dining plan, now keep in mind, over $60. If you get the table service dining plan, you will be paying over $120 for this meal. That's $60. Be aware of that because it is 2 table service credits. So when you are planning your meals, all that kind of stuff, be aware of that. You are paying over $120 for a $60 meal because it's 2 dining credits. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, the kind of food that they have, it changes so often. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like when we went on our honeymoon, I mean, I walked out of there and I was stuffed. The second time we went, I mean, you're definitely going. You're definitely going for the princesses because I remember I remember being there. I remember getting the food. I got some pasta, something or other, and it was just.
Me?
It was definitely not worth the over $60 that we paid for it. So
yeah, so currently dinner is $84 per adult plus tax and gratuity. Kids are $49. You choose an appetizer. Did that not compute when I said that?
It didn't, and then I was like, "Wait, did you say $84?"
I did say $84.
I mean, it says over 60
per adult. plus tax and gratuity. You get to choose an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert for that $84.
Yes. So roasted lamb chops, crab top catch of the day, Parisian gnocchi, grilled filet mignon, marinated grilled chicken. I mean, I've seen pictures of the food. It is not worth what you're paying for it, but you're paying for the princesses.
Yeah,
because you
you're
get
also paying
all.
to eat inside Cinderella Castle.
Yeah, and that too. You're getting how. Hold on, I have a graphic here that has circulated its way around the internet, and I have confirmed that it is accurate. This graphic right here is. It tells you, okay, so we've got Be Our Guest restaurant. No, we haven't gotten there
We
yet.
haven't gotten there
Cinderella's
yet.
Royal Table has Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, The Little Mermaid, and Jasmine. So those are the 5 princesses that you will be getting there. So you get all those. Belle is not in there because occasionally she makes an appearance over at a different restaurant. Occasionally. We'll get that in a minute. So yes, you are paying for the privilege to eat in the castle and the princesses. And they do a whole showcase. They announce the princesses. If you are a prince and dress up as a little kid or a princess, they'll let you parade around with the princesses as they do their promenade, whatever you call it. And I mean, it's a very fun experience. Plus, at the beginning, whenever you get there, you take a picture with Cinderella. And I believe that they give you that picture. I don't know if they still do that.
They used to.
They did the
Don't
2
know.
times we went. So
Don't know for sure. And if you time it right, you can have your meal during the fireworks.
Mhm.
And if you get lucky, you can get a window seat.
We got a window seat for our honeymoon. So like right smack dab in the center. So we were looking right out at the carousel out there. So all right. Oh, I got 2 comments over here. What do we got? Oh, Megan. Hey, Megan. Thanks for joining us. We're talking about Disney World dining, and specifically right now for this episode 1 of our series is Magic Kingdom. And we are talking about table service restaurants presently. And she says, love the shirts.
Oh, thank you.
I wore mine because Festival of the Arts starts in just a couple days, and we will be there for day 1. And she is wearing her 30 years of running Marathon Weekend because Marathon Weekend literally just ended today. We didn't go to it, but it ended today.
That would have been a real quick trip home.
It really would have. So thanks for joining us, Megan, and everybody else who's on here as well. Okay, so we're still on Prefix. Where are we at now?
Yeah, our last one is Be Our Guest.
Look at
that. Only open for lunch and dinner. This one is also on the pricier side.
$4 signs. Lunch and dinner.
We have not eaten here since they changed it to the Prefix.
They used to do breakfast and lunch were quick service. Well, no, breakfast. Did you get a reservation for breakfast? Well, you had to get a reservation anyway, but breakfast and lunch were considered quick service. And you get free refills and all that stuff.
We never went for breakfast. We did go for lunch. We went for lunch a few times.
Quite a few times. I'm going to say at least 3 times.
But yeah, we've never been for dinner, especially since they have this Prefix.
And Prefix is lunch and dinner now, so there's no quick service. That's where I was going with that.
So is lunch and dinner the same and same price, $70 per adult?
Now keep in mind that price is for today.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's the same.
So $70 plus tax and gratuity for adults, $41 per child. You get to choose an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. This is
very French.
Obviously French themed. That's not normally the type of food that we enjoy. So that's one reason we haven't tried this, because that's a lot of money to spend on food you may or may not like.
Yeah.
It is very pretty inside.
Oh my God. It is.
Well, they still let you go in. They used to,
When
like,
it was
right
brand new.
before they would open
And before the Prefix and
for
before the
lunch,
world ended.
they would just kinda let you, if you asked nicely, they would let you go in
Yeah,
and
as
look
long as
around
you
and
went
take some
before. Yeah, I
pictures.
think as long as you went before 10 o'clock, because 10 o'clock, I believe, is when they start seating for lunch. I think. Um,
Sounds right. Yeah.
oh yeah, 10 o'clock. So if, as long as you went before 10, they would let you go in and look around and take pictures and everything.
I
So
don't know if that's still a thing or not,
you
but
could
if you wanted
try,
to, you could ask, and
see what
if they
happens.
say yes, then great. If they say no, oh
Oh well.
well.
So this is not necessarily a character dining. However, Beast does walk through, but you can't stop and take pictures with him unless you're like doing a he's moving, snap. Or if you just want to videotape him as he walks. But it used to be he would meet you at the entrance or at the exit as you left, and you could take a picture with him. He doesn't do that anymore. So, and I think I've heard that Belle sometimes also makes an appearance, but not most of the time. Let's see here. Megan says, I think it would be fun to eat there. I'm assuming she means be our guest.
Sure.
Or Cinderella. Both Cinderella and Be Our Guest.
Yeah.
Both beautiful. I'd like to try Artist Point too, mainly for the atmosphere and characters. I'm afraid I won't like the food. What is Artist
Yeah.
Point? Is that that's at Saratoga Springs.
No, that's at that's the Artist Palette.
Oh, my bad.
Artist Point is at Wilderness Lodge? No. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes?
yeah. No, Artist Palette is fantastic. That's where they do this the sleep or the beauty
Snow White.
Snow White, and you
Mhm.
get to see the Evil Queen and all the characters walk. Not all of them, but a lot of. There's like 3 of the 7 dwarfs that walk around, right?
And you get your picture taken with the Evil Queen.
Yeah, like, if
Um,
that's still how they're doing that,
I
that
think
food
it
is
is.
fantastic.
It was good, and it was a lot of, like, presentation with the way
Yeah.
things were served.
Oh, yeah, it was
Yeah.
a show. Like, you were going there and you were experiencing everything. Like, the guy actually, when he brought our dessert to the table, like, he did the whole show. I mean, it was fantastic.
But we'll talk about that when we get to our resort dining.
Yeah, talk about that later. Sorry, Megan, you got me on a tangent. Okay. Okay, I think that is all of our table service meals or table service restaurants. So we're going to move on to quick service restaurants.
Well, there's a lot more of these,
So let me get.
and these are a little more affordable.
All right, let me make sure that I can get my.
Our first one is a little controversial. Is that the right word?
Oh, God. Yeah, let me pull that up.
This is Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe in Tomorrowland.
Everybody knows with the sunny eclipse.
Hey, let me tell you, he's the best reason to go in there.
Yeah.
But let me tell you when you should really go in there is before they open. Go to Starbucks or Joffrey's on your way into the park in the morning. Get your coffee, your donut, your pastry, whatever you like for breakfast, and go sit down and just watch Sunny Eclipse for his whole concert.
Quietly.
It's fantastic.
There's nobody in there because nobody knows that you can do that. You just sit in there for an hour and a half after the park opens.
Down.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's open.
I love Sunny. He's the best.
So, pro tip: go into Cosmic Rays for breakfast. They don't serve breakfast, but you can sit in there.
Should you stay for lunch or dinner? Maybe not. It's not really our cup of tea. I can't tell you actually we have actually eaten in the restaurant because we brought food in from other places.
Oh yeah, because there's usually a lot of seating, so you can go in there and sit down. They got all the condiment bars in there.
Have we purchased food from here? Not in a
We've gotten
really long time.
We've gotten some treats from here, like some specialty treats, and bought like sippers and that kind of thing.
But this is what I would say is stereotypical theme park food.
Yeah,
burgers and fries, and
frozen cardboard theme park patties.
It's not that great.
No.
But it is a large restaurant, lots of seating. Mobile order is available. Sorry, I was trying to read what Brandon
Oh,
wrote on
sorry.
his spreadsheet. Yeah, so if you like the food at Sunny's, or not Sunny's, Cosmic Rays.
She got mad at me once for saying sunny eclipses.
Let us know. Let us know what your favorite thing is, and if we should ever try anything from here. Otherwise, we probably
Yeah,
won't.
I mean, it is. It's just hamburgers, chicken tenders, and variations on a theme there. That's
Excuse me.
it. And they're not good hamburgers. They're theme park patties.
Meh.
Think McDonald's but lower quality, which is
Which
saying
is
something.
terrible.
Yeah, that's saying something.
Tortuga
All
Tavern.
right.
If you can find it open.
How's that not over here? Keep talking. I'll find it.
Tortuga Tavern is right across from Pirates of the Caribbean. Usually open from 11 to 5. Located in Adventureland. It's got things like chicken strips, hot dogs. There is a peanut butter banana sandwich I always see on the menu that I'm always a little tempted to try. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get Tortuga Tavern up here. It's not coming up.
Just type in Tortuga Tavern.
Well, I wasn't having so much of an issue when I was on the other computer. Now it's not working.
That's not the
Why is it not doing it? Just keep talking.
We do tend to stop into this location for the, can I remember the whole name of it? The pirate, what is it? The pirate. It's the pirate slushy. It's got a really long name. It actually tastes pretty much just like the violet lemonade from the Epcot.
There it is.
Flower and Garden Festival.
The Desert Pear Pirate Slush. $6.49. It is identical.
So good. It's like sugar in a cup.
Okay, so the Desert Pear Lemonade Pirate Slushy is, it's your normal 16-ounce cup that they give you.
Yeah, that's like 3 times the size of the violet lemonade.
$6.49, but the violet lemonade at the
like 4 or something.
Food and Wine or whatever, the Flower and Garden.
I think it's Flower and Garden.
Yeah, it's like $4 and some change, maybe almost $5 now, and it's a sample cup. So,
well, you just have to get
but there's one other place that also serves that same thing, but it's called something different, and I can't remember what it is. I think it's at Hollywood Studios. We'll figure it out. Oh no. It's the what you dig it from Animal Kingdom. What's that thing called right next to the restaurant we go to in Avatar Land?
Oh, the Pongu Lumpia place?
Yeah, that place. But that thing that we always get. What's it called?
I can't think.
We're not talking about that part. It's the same thing though. It's just different colors.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Wrong park.
So Tortuga Tavern, sometimes it's open. It's usually seasonal, and it closes very early. What's next?
Main Street Bakery, which is basically Starbucks.
It is.
Let's see. I mean, it's open pretty much all day. It's even open after park close. Probably maybe like 30 minutes after park close.
Yeah, it's usually open until 30 minutes after the park closes.
Yeah. Obviously it is on Main Street. There is no mobile order.
Just like with all the Starbucks locations, you can use your app to buy the Starbucks stuff. I don't know about points and stuff like that. Somebody tried to explain it to us one time. It didn't make any sense. We also don't buy.
You can use your app to pay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like your Starbucks app.
Yeah.
But other than that, but they have a lot of times they'll do like specialty treats there. They'll do, they have food and sandwiches and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have their typical like a Starbucks sandwiches and like little pastries and stuff. But then they'll have like a Christmas party, a Halloween party, like special treat. And they're usually really good treats from the Main Street Bakery.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta wait in a really, really long line, depending on how busy the park is. And if you're trying to hit that first thing in the morning, be prepared to wait.
Yep. All right.
But it is good if you like Starbucks.
What do we got
Moving
next?
on over into Frontierland for some
Pecos.
Tex-Mex. Pecos Bill, Tall Tale Inn.
Now we have eaten here many, 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 many times.
We have.
It hasn't really changed all that much. The only
It has not.
change that they have really made with this restaurant is they used to have this giant buffet of toppings where they would have guacamole and sour cream and cheese and tomatoes and everything that you would
All
typically get.
your typical American taco toppings.
Yes. Now they don't have that. Now they've got, you know, the little ketchup and mustard packets and stuff and the salt and pepper right there. That's all that's there now. That used to be kind of like the main draw. You go in there and then you get all the toppings you wanted and you'd get this base of a taco or some fajitas or whatever, and then you would pile that stuff on and you would roll out of there. Now you get this little squeeze packet of sour cream and a little squeeze packet of guacamole, and
This upsets Brandon. Brandon
does.
is very much a condiment person.
I am. I would never overdo it. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't go in there and I steal all the stuff. No, I am making my plate.
It's pretty good if that's what you're in the mood for. A little Tex-Mex Southwest style fajitas.
There's one thing that we don't like. Is it the pork? I think it's the pork. Or is it the chicken? It's either the pork or the
I can't
chicken.
remember. It's been a while since we've eaten there.
I'm going to say it's the chicken. Because I think the pork is just pulled pork. But it just, it's weird. But they also serve hamburgers there too. And a lot of times that's where they have the sippers and stuff. But it's right next to Country Bear Jamboree. Like you can literally exit out of Country Bear and you will look into Pecos Bill's.
It's worth a try.
Yeah, no, I mean it's fine. I don't dislike it. Sometimes I just want something different. What do we got next?
Same. Pinnochio Village House.
This is right next to the carousel. That's in Fantasyland, right behind the castle, and the bell actually chimes. I think is it every 15 minutes or every half hour? I think it's every half hour. They have a clock tower that chimes.
And if you find the right spot to sit, you can look into It's a Small World.
There it is, right there in the picture.
And wave at all the people.
And they have little signs that you can hold up, so they'll be like, "Hey, wave at us," or something.
So when you're right here when you're first getting into your boat and your first little turn, it's right there. If we've ever eaten here, it's been so long, I don't fully remember it.
I think we may have once.
They don't normally have.
It's just flatbread.
Brandon hates flatbread, y'all.
It's so overpriced, and they call it's flatbread. It's freaking pizza. It's pizza, except it's like a rectangle. It's like that cardboard pizza you'd get when you were in school, like middle school and high school. It's the cardboard pizza, except it's just slightly bigger. It's just pizza, but it's flatbread.
Hey, I wouldn't mind trying this buffalo chicken one.
Not cheap.
It's Disney World.
I
Nothing's
know,
cheap.
but it's like a slice of pizza. That's it. It's one slice of pizza.
So
I'm not saying it's bad.
As you can tell, this is not somewhere we normally eat.
But if you if you go in there, if you catch the right time of day, you can actually sit up in the balcony. They usually have it closed, and you can see in this picture right here, this was taken from the balcony. But you can go up there and you can sit and overlooks everything, and I think you can actually go outside.
There's outdoor seating too.
Yeah. So there's downstairs outdoor seating, but there's upstairs outdoor seating that is not always open. So catch it at the right time and you can go upstairs.
We'll try it one day. I want to try that buffalo chicken. Flatbread. Is that a trigger word?
Oh my God, I'm like so triggered.
You can also mobile order from Pinnochio Village House.
Oh, we got some comments. What do we got over here? Oh, Susie says,
hi, Susie.
Here. We started at 5 and we were on time.
We were on time.
We were sitting here going, nobody's here yet. Maybe they're just not used
Oh,
to
she
it.
was shopping with her mom.
Whatever. That's not an excuse. Let's see. What else did she say? Oh, she just said that. Okay. All right.
All right, moving on.
Where we at?
I think the last time we ate at this restaurant was the last time that we ate at this restaurant.
All right. So let me give you a history of this restaurant, the Columbia Harbor House. The Columbia Harbor House used to be a fairly good, like Long John Silver's. I say good, air quotes. You take that for what you will. It used to be a very.
What was that?
What?
That.
Oh, that's a lobster roll. They used to have fairly decent food there. I would go there and be like, hey, I'm kind of in the mood for Long John Silver's type food. Let's go here. And you'd get a good amount of food. They have platters, they have this, that, the other. They have specific seafood like fish and chicken and
I'm
whatnot.
not a fan of seafood.
She's not. I am. So we used to go there a bit. We've tried a few things on their menu, but as we've gone, it's gotten progressively terrible. I will consider this, because we've never tried Tony's Town Square. This is the worst restaurant in Disney World. I almost got physically ill
Those
to
are
my stomach.
strong feelings.
I almost got sick to my stomach last time we ate there, and I said, if I ever say, you know what, let's try Columbia Harbor House one more time, I told her she has permission to smack me in the head and go, no.
The only thing that I personally would go in here for right now are the Hush Puppies.
Yes.
They were
Okay.
They were fine.
They were fine. But all the
you
other
gotta
food,
hankering for Hush Puppies while you're at Disney. Go to Columbia Harbor House.
but all of the other food is so not great. I mean, it's just not good. It's really bad frozen seafood that you would get at not Long John Silver's, because that's not a great restaurant. Think 3 steps down from Long John Silver's. That's what you're getting here. And the quantity of the horrible food you get is so small that you walk out of there not only sick to your stomach because of what you ate, but because of what you paid for what you got. Like, look at that. A $17 lobster roll. Do you know how big that lobster roll is? It's this big. I've seen it. It's this big.
Lobster.
It's fake canned. It's like fake crab meat. It's fake lobster meat. It's not even real. And then you get the shrimp boil, and they used to have the trio platter. Here you go, $14.29. You get like one chicken strip, one shrimp, and one piece of fish. And it's like this big.
Do they still have the Hush Puppies?
Yeah, I think you can get a side of Hush Puppies.
Yeah, side of Hush Puppies. $5. $5.
So.
And you can mobile order those.
But you can. Now, there's usually somebody standing outside whenever you go in. They're kind of directing you. Did you mobile order? Do you want to order at the counter? Tell them whatever you want so that you can go in there and sit upstairs, because the place is fantastic to look at. It is so beautifully decorated, and it is decorated like you are in a lighthouse or in that sort of marina type area. So, I mean, it's really pretty. I definitely suggest you go in and go up just to check it out, look around. It's really fun. Just don't eat there. It's so awful. It is so awful. All right. We got a comment. A salute to traveling, but mostly the U.S. Will agree, but the lobster roll was a to get.
Really? Okay.
Did it taste good, or was
I'm going to take your word for it, because I'm not eating lobster anywhere.
I'm going to take your word for that, too. I was just very put off by the price versus what you got. I'm going to assume it's really good, because you said it was. I will take, whenever I go and I look at it, I'll be like, well, a salute to Disney theme park said it was great.
Is that what you can just name down to?
Salute to traveling the U.S., but mostly Disney. Yeah.
All right, get off your soapbox.
I'm off my soapbox.
Friars Nook.
All right, Friars Nook.
This does close a little bit early. It's in Fantasyland. It's open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can mobile order. They serve breakfast and lunch.
I think this is right next to Winnie the Pooh, right? Like if you look at
yes,
this,
right there.
yeah, if you look to the right here, where you meet the princesses next to the carousel, is literally right off of the screen right here, and then Winnie the Pooh's on the other side. Ish. Like the gift shop is right at the end of the building here.
Ish.
So
they have things like tater tots, like loaded types of tater tots, mac and cheese. What do they have for breakfast? We've never eaten breakfast
No,
here.
I didn't even know they were open for breakfast until I started doing all my research for this.
Oh, on a pretzel bun. You
Oh,
had me at
dang.
pretzel bun.
Okay. So breakfast sandwich. Okay.
That
cool,
could
cool,
be
cool.
a to-try thing
Yeah.
at some point.
And then their lunch and dinner, it's mostly hot dogs, mac and cheese. And
Yeah, I
tater
think
tots.
I've had the creamy bacon macaroni and cheese tots. They're fine.
And we have had there was like pot roast macaroni and cheese at one point. I don't think that's still a thing though. No, their menu changes. So we've tried some stuff that's not even on there anymore.
And for parties, they normally have some sort of specialty tots or potato barrels, as they like to call them. They actually call those tots.
Oh, they do. I didn't even notice that. Because
They're
tater tots is a
tater
brand.
Tots. Well, they're not tater tots. They're just tots.
Oh, I thought tot was a
But potato
trademark.
barrels is more funny.
Maybe tots has been around since 1923 and it's now in the public domain, like Steamboat Willie.
I don't know.
All right, what do we got next?
So that one's not too bad for
Did you say it was mobile order?
Snickety snack. Did I? I don't know.
It's mobile order. What do we got next?
The lunching pad over in Tomorrowland. Also a mobile order location, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've gotten a couple of things from here. We've tried some
mini pretzels.
Yeah, because they have do they have the cream cheese pretzel here?
Yeah,
or
they have. Oh, that's right. It's slightly.
Oh, apparently. We've never
cream
tried
cheese warm stuffed pretzel.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Then there's the Mickey pretzels. I don't know what bubble bread is.
Oh, that looks good.
That's for breakfast.
Try breakfast.
Breakfast bowl. Yeah, half of these places I didn't know were open for breakfast. But also lunch and dinner. There's different hot dogs. Basically the same as what's at Casey's, except I don't think you can get footlongs here. Don't quote me on that because sometimes you can be like, do you have a footlong version of that? And they'll be like, sure. But it's not necessarily on the menu.
We did try this Mike Wazowski cake. It was
okay.
It tasted fine, but it was not worth $8.20.
Oh no, it was literally the size of like a small, not even a full-size tennis ball, like a small one like you'd give your dog.
Ball.
Yeah, it was more like a large golf ball. So it was like this big, and it was just it was a ball. It was literally just a ball, and it was.
Well, Mike Wazowski's a ball.
I know. It was fine. It was not worth what we paid for it. I think we have a review up on our page somewhere. It's a short, so search that.
My go-to snack would be the cream cheese pretzel.
Yep, but like we said, they also serve normal food there, which I don't think I was really aware of either. So you can go there for breakfast and lunch for food.
I was, but I'm not a fan of hot dogs. So
she likes corn dog nuggies, but I don't think they have those. So, all right, what next?
Casey's Corner.
Casey's Corner is a 100% go-to every single time we visit the Magic Kingdom.
Is it even a trip to the Magic Kingdom if you don't get corn dog nuggies?
And
I say no.
And I found out something. It's not that great of a discount, but if you go to Casey's Corner and you do the mobile order, which we typically do, and we would typically suggest, because otherwise you're going to be standing in there in a bunch of people. But if you want to get your food fast, go to the counter and order. Just tell the little girl that says, "Are you here to mobile order?" You can't just go in. Well, I just want to order at the counter. Oh, then go over there. You just got to know what to tell her. Go to the counter and you can order just the hot dog or just the chicken nuggets. I mean, the corn dog nuggets.
Yeah, because on the app it comes with
French
a
fries.
side,
Yeah.
fries or cuties.
Yeah. But if you get it without the side, then it costs slightly less. So I think
Maybe like $2 or $3.
Yeah, it was like
less.
$2 or $3 less. So keep that in mind. You can't mobile order it, but you can go to the counter and be like, "Can I get that without the French fries?" And make sure you say how much of the discount would that be, or is there a discount? Because we'll be like, "Oh, as a matter of fact," and I actually watched them do it. That's going to be $8. But he didn't do that until I asked him if there was a discount, and then he changed it. So make sure you say, "Is there a discount?" That is my pro tip.
And they are typically open 10:30 a.m. to 11:30, or I guess it depends on when the park closes. They are open a little after
Park close.
park close as
Yeah,
well.
we usually, like, after the fireworks and after everybody is done and they're leaving, we'll go into Casey's and we'll sit down and eat so we don't get stuck in the rush.
Yeah. Corn dog nuggies. And do not eat your nuggies with plastic cheese.
Ew, I don't know how people do that.
Mustard only.
I will
Mustard only.
I will say though that the Chipotle barbecue all beef corn dog, all beef hot dog, that has been like my go-to lately. Because you literally get enough barbecue on that hot dog for an entire barbecue sandwich. And you get the coleslaw and you get the hot dog. Oh, it's fantastic. It's like 3 meals in one.
You can also get those same toppings on French fries.
You can. Or if you want to save a little money, get the hot dog and move some of that over.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Oops, I went too far.
What are we at next?
The Golden Oak Outpost.
That is just a cart,
Mm-hmm.
but it does serve food.
It does serve food. It is in Frontierland.
It's hidden.
It's limited hours, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m.
It is located
no mobile order.
Where Splash Mountain is, or used to be, and where the back of Pirates of the Caribbean is. There's that little walkway back there that connects the two areas. It is back there.
Yeah. Pecos
Like,
Bill is on
right
that corner, and it's right there.
Yeah, exit out the side door of Pecos Bill's and you'll see it. So
we have tried some party specific items from here,
but none of their actual menu items.
No, click on it. I think it's like fries, some chicken tenders, chicken strips, loaded chicken strips,
Chili cheese
fries.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Chocolate
fan of
cookie.
chicken strips. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I always kind of want something different.
Well, the ones in the theme parks are frozen chicken strips.
But
so,
I feel like we've tried the chili cheese fries. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's something that we may have tried just because we had a hankering. I don't know. But, you know, they've got all the standard just kind of theme park. When you think theme park, everything but the hamburger, essentially. So.
All right. Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, yeah.
I do like Sleepy Hollow.
They've got some items there that we go back for often.
Mm-hmm. Typically open 9 a.m. usually until park close. So usually around 10 or 11 whenever park closes.
Now, where is this located? If you're looking at the castle,
technically located in Liberty Square.
It's like right next to the customer service counter. Is that like the pass holder counter? That's right next to the Hall of Presidents. So it's right there on the corner. If you walk in front of it, you'll go up the side ramp to the castle.
It's just a walk-up window. Seating is kind of limited. It's all outdoor seating. So if you go at a busy time,
you're gonna stand.
You're gonna stand probably. I've always wanted to try this fresh fruit waffle sandwich, and we never have. It's it's basically a waffle with chocolate hazelnut spread, aka Nutella, on it with fruit. It just all the pictures I always see look so good, but we've just never tried it. One day I will.
So that says breakfast. Is that also available for lunch? It's not.
Wait, is this a snack? Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it used to only be available for breakfast, but now
Okay.
it's a snack.
But you can also get turkey legs here. I was not aware of that. That must be something new.
Available after 9
after
p.m.
9 p.m.
Because they're
Okay.
normally available at
The
the
little-
Liberty Square Market, which is
Yeah.
next on our list.
Yeah.
Which is like right
So
there.
after 9, get a turkey leg right there. I never like the turkey legs. They're kind of sporadic. They move around because I thought there was one over in Frontierland in that other cart that's in front of Pecos Bills. Is it not there? I swear it used to be there. So hand dipped corn
that
dogs.
one has the candy bacon.
Oh, okay. The hand dipped corn dogs here are very good. I don't like that they come with the house made chips because I'm not a huge fan of those. I wish they would allow us to get something else. And they might if you just ask them at the counter. They'll be like, oh, well, we also have.
Maybe.
But I'm not a big fan of the house made chips.
The sweet and spicy chicken waffle sandwich. That's good. Though.
That's Tia's kind of go-to right there when we go to. I always get the corn dog. She always gets that.
Yeah.
And they're both very good. Like we've gone back there specifically for those.
So definitely try Sleepy Hollow. We just mentioned the Liberty Square Market. It is pretty much almost like right next door to Sleepy Hollow.
I couldn't find that before either. I had to search it for it.
This said, Brandon wrote down, it's open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. What does that mean?
Oh, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And 10 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Also located in Liberty Square, serving lunch and dinner, turkey legs and hot dogs. They also sell like fruits and stuff like that. Not a place we typically go.
But also the turkey legs during the day. So
yeah.
So if you want the turkey leg, there it is. All right, what's next?
Somewhere we have never been because I've never seen it open.
Always closed.
Is Aunt Polly's on Tom Sawyer Island.
I'm gonna look this
It
up.
is seasonal. We've never been there when it's been open or noticed that it was open.
I don't feel like it's been open for a long time. I'm gonna pull up a Disney food blog article here. Okay, so Disney food blog. You can see some of the. Oh, there's not a whole lot of pictures, are there?
There are not.
Okay, so there it is. You can see where it's kind of at based on the Haunted Mansion in the background. So
just be on the lookout if you're there. See if it's open.
And you can usually see from across the way because you'll see people sitting over there, and the window will be open. But
also, the Tomorrowland Terrace is also a restaurant that used to be open, but is really only open seasonally and really mostly just for dessert parties these days. I do remember when it was a regular old restaurant back in the day.
It's right next to the Plaza, which is right here, and the ice cream shop, and there's the bathrooms.
Yeah, but up until I think around like 2-3 p.m. you can go in and use the seating area.
Yes, that is a good pro tip.
Especially if you're eating your corn dog nuggies from Casey's and it's really busy and you can't find anywhere to sit. You just juke right across Main Street, and there's
nobody knows
usually nobody sitting over there.
Yeah, and the bathrooms are open. It's very clean. There's usually a guy standing there because at 2 p.m. the seating closes or whatever it was. But I think it's 2.
I think it's 2 or 3. I can't remember. I do remember sitting over there when the Festival of Fantasy was
3
coming by.
Oh no, but that could have been 12.
But we were already sitting there.
But they also did a 12 o'clock one, so it might have been the 12 o'clock one.
Anyway,
we digress. So yeah, Tomorrowland Terrace, great seating area. Basically, whenever it is open, if it ever opens up anymore, it was hamburgers and hot dogs. Literally almost the same thing that's at Casey's. So hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken tenders, I think is what they always sold there.
Yeah. But pretty much now used for dessert firework parties.
Yeah. So go check it out. For seating.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that all of our quick service?
That's all of our.
All right. We are going
Quick
to
service.
very quickly speed through. There's a lot of locations for desserts, snacks, and the infamous popcorn carts. So let's start with desserts really quickly.
All right, desserts. Oh, good. You have these semi-grouped.
I do.
So we'll start in Adventureland.
Actually, I'm going to take this map back up here.
2 dessert options: Aloha Isle and God, I cannot say this. Sunshine Tree Terrace.
I'm working with their map here. It's very difficult. Okay.
So
here we
there
are,
is the Sunshine Tree Terrace.
which is right here. And then the Skipper Canteen, I believe, is like right here.
So if you're a fan of the Orange Bird, that's where he came from.
Hmm. And that actually used to be over here, right? And then they flip-flopped.
Yes, I think so.
So Aloha Isles.
I prefer Aloha Isle because that is where the Dole Whips are.
Yes.
Pineapple Dole Whips.
Sunshine Tree Terrace has Dole Whip-ish type things, but it's usually like the orange ones and the
they
weird
have orange.
things that they have.
I'd rather have the pineapple myself, but for you orange people. Over in Fantasyland, there is Storybook treats. They have ice cream.
Is right here, and that is right next to the Friars Nook. Oh, okay. So when I was talking about the Friars Nook earlier, Storybook treats, and then Winnie the Pooh. So there we are. So Storybook treats is right here.
We've gotten a couple things from here.
Yeah, it's ice cream.
I
They
mean,
usually have their
it's ice
themed
cream.
ice cream. Their
Soft
seasonal
serve.
themed ice creams and stuff like that. I think they were doing the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs things for a while.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up and down this list here and stay in Fantasyland for the Cheshire Cafe,
which is over here, right there.
Mm-hmm.
They're all kind of in the same spot.
Mm-hmm. We've gotten a couple things from here. The worst thing ever was it was a Halloween
party
treat.
exclusive, and they had it again this year.
It was disgusting. I think it was the Witch's Cold Brew. Don't ever get that. It's disgusting.
How can they make coffee taste that bad? It was so awful. And I talked to a bunch of people, and they all said it was. Even the lady that's in there said it was gross.
They do sell other pastries. The Cheshire Cattail is pretty good if you can get a good fresh one. And they also sell pretzels.
Yes.
Staying in Fantasyland, over to Gaston's Tavern. This is a good little place. It's got a pretty limited menu. That cinnamon roll is really good. Ask them to warm it up for you.
Yes.
It makes it so much better.
Aren't we able to get icing too, or does the icing come with it?
Icing comes on it, but you can ask for extra icing. I don't know if they charge you for that.
Let's say $1.
I don't know.
But they give you
But you can ask them for a little cup of icing and ask them to warm it up. The LeFou's brew is also pretty good.
Isn't that just like apple juice or something, like frozen apple juice? It's like slushy-ish.
Yeah.
But they also have a little themed souvenir steiny thing. What else?
Tomorrowland, Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies, more ice cream.
Oh, we have stories of this place.
We have had some good ice cream treats from here, but the worst thing we ever got was the infamous pumpkin spice milkshake.
Ermagerd. That I don't throw away food, and everybody's heard me tell the story. I don't throw away food, but that was disgusting, and I threw it away.
But we have had some good, just regular old soft serve ice cream from here.
Yes.
It's not all terrible.
That shake was not a milkshake. It was like a hydrogenated oil shake. It was so disgusting.
On Main Street, there is the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor and the Main Street Confectionery.
So the Plaza's right here next to the Plaza Restaurant, which is across from Casey's Corner. And you go down Main Street, and it's all the way at the front where the flag is.
So lots of cupcakes, lots of cookies, the Rice Krispie treats, all those kinds of things.
Candy apples.
Yeah, all of those are in the
Main
also
Street
just confectionery.
And also just candy. Like that's all in there.
And they have that new like after they remodeled, they have that little section kind of in the back where they do like
Oh,
specialty
yeah.
popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
You can like add chocolate or candies or whatever to your popcorn.
Yeah. And it's mobile order too, right?
It is mobile order, and I believe you can mobile order and like pick stuff up after the park closes, so you can pick your last treat of the night up on the way out the door.
All right.
And the last one is Big Top Souvenirs
Oh, yeah.
back
Let's
in
go behind the
Storybook
castle.
Circus. This does have a case that is very similar to what is in the Main Street confectionery
Yeah, they've
with
got
the
like
apples
fudge and brownies
yeah,
and candy apples and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but that one closes what time?
7.
Yeah.
Typically.
Okay. That is all the desserts. There we go.
So just for snacks, in Fantasyland, there's Prince Eric's Village Market. I
Which
don't
is-
know that we have ever
We
purchased
have.
anything from
We
here.
have. We got a slushy from
Oh,
there.
that's where that
and
slushy
there's-
came from?
Yeah, and there's a short. It tasted like cotton candy or something. It was blue.
Okay,
I
yeah.
remember it was blue, but it's right across from the entrance of the Little Mermaid ride.
Brandon also says in his spreadsheet here that they sell turkey legs here.
That's what it
pretzels.
said. That's what it said. That is what it said on their page.
And if you go over to Frontierland, there is Westward Ho.
Over to Frontierland, Westward. Oh.
This is where they sell candied bacon.
This is right across from the entrance of Pecos Bills. Right here.
They do have the corn dog nuggies on the menu here. I just can't bring myself to try them from here
I don't
because
feel
in
like
my
they're gonna be
head,
fresh.
they have to come from Casey's
Yes.
because I know they're making them there. I'm sure they're making them in the cart too, but whatever. They got to come from Casey's.
All right, where to now?
The Joffrey's cart. Well, it's more of a building in Tomorrowland.
Hold on, we're gonna start.
Oh, you want
go
me
to
to?
Adventureland. Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna go all
You
the way
should
back.
have put these in order.
Well, I didn't think about it. I was racing through it. Anyway.
Adventureland spring roll snack cart.
All right, we're going this way, and it's right here next to the hub.
Now, if you've ever had these spring rolls, they're pretty good. However, if you've ever had these spring rolls, they're pretty small and they're very expensive.
What are they at now? Like $10 for 2?
You get 2 spring rolls. They're like yay big.
Yeah, we're talking about like when you get Chinese takeout and you get those teeny little egg rolls. They're like that big, so they're really small.
They're small. They're good. They're expensive.
Yeah, they really are. It's disappointing because I really like them.
Well, while you're there, the left side of the castle cart
is right here. The stuff's not on the website anywhere, so it's. But be aware of it that it is here.
This one sells pretzels and
snacks and
stuff. I don't think there's any popcorn at this one. The popcorn cart is on the other side of the castle.
This is typically where the very hard to find popcorn buckets are. Right here to the right of the castle, over on the left, not where you're going to find any popcorn buckets.
And if you go into Tomorrowland, that is where you will find your Joffrey's coffee.
Let's go over here, and this is right here in this cart right here underneath the People Mover.
We tend to visit Joffrey's
a lot.
A good amount.
And that one specifically, because it's the only one in Magic Kingdom.
It is. A lot of their coffee, their specialty coffees, a lot of it ends up tasting the same. But they do have really good donuts.
But get them in the morning
Yeah.
or early afternoon. After that, do not get them. Because I have talked to them before, and they said they get a shipment in the morning. They put them up in the cabinets, and you can see the cabinets up there if you look in the right window.
Yeah.
But they're up there. So whenever they run out, they pull one back down, and they put it out, and they pull another one down when they run out. So when they run out, they run out. But they get there in the morning.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a stale donut if you go at night.
Because they're not made by Disney. They are shipped in.
Yes.
There's also a Joffrey's cart building at the TTC.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. It's like right next to the entrance of the monorail.
And we will quickly finish up with our popcorn carts.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, we already showed you
Okay.
the one that's
Oops.
to the right. If you're facing Cinderella Castle, it's to the right.
Right here?
Mm-hmm. There is. Oh, you should have stayed in Tomorrowland because
Oh.
there's also one in there.
Is it
The cool ship?
It's the one with the ship from Flight of the Navigator on top of it. This one right here. That's one of the props from the movie. And that actually serves popcorn, pretzels, and various other drinks and stuff like that. So that's not just a popcorn cart, but they have popcorn buckets there and fresh popcorn.
Let's see. Go that way and go to Storybook Circus. There's a popcorn cart over there.
It's usually in this green Burmy area right here. I think there's actually a popcorn cart and a pretzel cart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're side by side.
So they're right there, and I think they kind of look like a train, I think.
And if there are specialty buckets, they're
gonna be
usually
there.
sold there too.
Yeah. Where to next?
Sorry, I'm trying to look down and go in order.
Liberty Square?
Yeah, circle around Liberty Square.
Okay. Oh, wait.
There's that.
This one's not here anymore, the one that used to
No,
be.
they moved that one to.
That's the Storybook Circus one.
No, that was Maurice's. They moved that one to right outside of.
Oh, yeah. It's right here.
Yeah, it's there.
So popcorn cart right here is what? Did I write that one down? I don't think I did. Okay, so anywhere into Liberty Square, there is a popcorn cart right here. Right here. Or here. It's one of these two places. So that's the one in Liberty Square. And then we keep on.
And then you can go down to Frontierland.
And there's one here.
And there's two you have marked. Oh, the Big Thunder one. Okay. Yeah. So that one and.
So this one's literally attached to Westward Ho, I think. Yeah, it is because there's the pathway right there. So it's attached to Westward Ho, and then the other one is right here under this little awning next to the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Is that it?
There's one in Adventureland.
Oh, yeah.
Right after you pass Pirates of the Caribbean.
And it is right here, I believe.
Mm-hmm. That's where the spring rolls used to be when they first came out.
But no longer.
And then for your last stop to get popcorn, as you didn't put it on there, I don't think, did you? Park entrance. Yeah, last stop, popcorn as you leave.
And this popcorn cart has been here since I was a baby little child, because I have a picture of myself with that right behind me. And it is the exact same popcorn cart. So that is everything. Whew. That's a lot of restaurants and stuff. I don't think I ever realized that. That is a lot.
Let us know what your favorite eat is in Magic Kingdom. Is there anything that we just really need to try? Let us know.
What is your favorite restaurant in Magic Kingdom? Table service. Go.
Ooh, probably either Liberty Tree Tavern or the Skipper Canteen.
I think my favorite one is. I mean, yeah, it's hard because I like those two, but I also like the Crystal Palace.
I knew he was going to say that.
I like the food there. So, yeah, I mean, that's a hard one. Okay, quick service restaurant. What's your favorite?
Casey's.
Okay. And then Sleepy Hollow is a nice runner-up.
Yes.
And
favorite snack?
My favorite snack? Popcorn.
I mean, not a Dole Whip?
A Dole Whip's a dessert.
It's a snack.
It's a dessert. It's my favorite dessert. But I also like going to the ice cream parlor sometimes and getting the ice cream. We don't do that.
Ice cream parlor
we don't.
Years.
We don't do that very often at all. But it's usually because we're not over there, and then I'm like,
it's usually because we've eaten Casey's and then we're full.
Yeah, and then we leave. So anyway.
All right.
Ooh, we got a comment. Let's see. A salute to traveling the U.S., but mostly Disney, says.
So happy to have met you guys online for Candlelight Procession. Looking forward to your next reviews. Thank you, and it was very nice meeting
Yes.
you and
It made that
speaking
line
with your
go
family.
a lot faster. And I actually did video. I think you were live streaming it, but I did videotape it, and I think I'm going to post that tomorrow because we just
Ooh, you're
haven't.
late.
Well, we just haven't been here. So some people were asking me if I was going to post it. And I was like, yeah, I just haven't been here to edit anything. So it will be going up so you can see the whole thing. But yeah, it was very nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for watching our live stream.
I guess next week we're going to try to stay consistent on this. Next week will be a little wonky. We'll try to at least have a stream,
Yeah.
but it won't be
Episode 2 of this because
we won't be here. So, yeah.
We're going to this. We'll be at iFARTs.
Wow.
International Festival of the Arts. iFARTs.
I'm so glad you figured out that acronym.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right, I think that's it. On our next one of these, we will be unless somebody wants us to do something different, we're going to be talking about Epcot's restaurants, desserts, quick services, and popcorn carts.
All the dining options in Epcot.
Yep. All right.
Sans festival booths.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about the festival booths.
Or should we do that? Should we do a Festival of the Arts booth?
I mean, we'll be there like on day 1, so maybe we'll do a 2-parter to that.
To be determined. Let us know.
Yeah, let's figure out what we got first, then we can. Yeah. So
okay. Yeah. But anyway, until next time, remember.
Oh, sorry, I thought something else popped up. Okay, one more time. Go ahead.
Dude.
Okay, one more time.
Thanks for joining us, and remember, until next time.
No capes. Bye, guys.